Welcome, curious souls, to Beyond the Grave, the portal to the unknown, where we delve into the darkest mysteries, the most perplexing enigmas, and the chilling stories that defy explanation. I am your guide on this eerie journey into the uncharted realms of the supernatural. I invite you to join our community of truth seekers and thrill seekers. This is not a one-way journey. It's an interactive adventure. We need your keen minds, your burning questions, and your fearless spirit. Together, we will navigate the labyrinth of the unknown. Together, we will uncover the stories that have been whispered for centuries. So, are you ready to step beyond the grave? Your journey begins now. In the quiet town of Millville, nestled amidst rolling hills and ancient forests, there stood an old, decrepit mansion. Locals whispered about it in hushed tones, calling it the Shadow House. For decades, it had sat abandoned, an eerie specter looming over the otherwise tranquil landscape. One autumn evening, a group of adventurous teenagers from Millville decided to explore the Shadow House. Among them was Sam, a curious soul with a heart full of bravery. With flashlights in hand, they made their way up the winding path to the mansion's creaking front door. As they stepped inside, a musty odor filled the air, and the floorboards groaned underfoot. Sam's heart raced, but they pressed on, eager to uncover the mansion's secrets. The interior was shrouded in darkness, the only light coming from their feeble flashlights. Deep within the house, they stumbled upon a dusty, long-forgotten library. The shelves were lined with ancient books, their spines cracked with age. Sam picked up an old tome, its pages yellowed and brittle. It was a journal filled with the ramblings of a previous resident, a man named Elias. The journal told a tale of obsession. Elias had been an amateur astronomer who believed that the Shadow House was the perfect place to conduct his celestial observations. Night after night, he had gazed at the stars, mapping their movements meticulously. But as the days turned to weeks, his entries grew more erratic. He spoke of strange, shadowy figures that danced beneath the moonlight, whispering secrets only he could hear. Elias claimed that they beckoned him to join their celestial dance. The final entry was chilling. It read, "Tonight, I shall join them, and my spirit will forever become a part of the night sky." Nervous laughter rippled through the group as they read the bizarre account. They dismissed it as the ravings of a madman and continued their exploration. However, as they ventured deeper into the mansion, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. In the heart of the house, they found a room unlike any other. Its walls were adorned with a mural of stars and constellations, painted in a shimmering silver that seemed to glow faintly. In the center of the room stood an ornate telescope, its lens pointed at the night sky. As Sam peered through the telescope, they gasped in horror. The stars above weren't just distant specks. They were alive, swirling with dark, shadowy figures. And those figures were moving, beckoning, just as Elias had described. Suddenly, a piercing wind howled through the room, extinguishing their flashlights. Panic seized the group as they stumbled over one another in the darkness. Desperate to escape, they raced back through the mansion's twisting corridors. But the shadows pursued them, whispering incomprehensible secrets that echoed in their minds. The walls seemed to close in, the mansion itself coming alive with malevolence. Sam's heart pounded in their chest as they desperately sought a way out. Finally, they burst through the front door, gasping for breath. The mansion loomed behind them, a sinister silhouette against the moonlit night. They looked up at the stars, now devoid of any figures, and shivered. As they made their way back to Millville, they couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed them. And when they looked back at the Shadow House one last time, they swore they saw a shadowy figure standing in one of the mansion's windows, its eyes locked onto theirs. The legend of the Shadow House had become their nightmare, one they would never forget, haunting their dreams for years to come.